we love when women are right. We love when women are right. So
somebody give me my crown.
Let's talk about more things.
Somebody is happy that they don't have to wear a certain type of thing going on.
Baby, let's talk about more things that are from the culture.
I took it out the cart.
Black America's coach, I don't know. He started off high and then, I don't know. You know, I promise y'all, I'm not celebrating like the fact that they didn't keep on winning. It's just that like the bandwagon, and Reeta called out me as a casual, called out all of us casuals. I haven't watched the Colorado game in weeks, okay? So, but you both were on this show, and y'all predicted 2 to 4 wins at most for Colorado. They still have one more game to prove y'all wrong. And the men folk came for y'all. Let's hear what y'all had to say before the season started. Reeta, you said you don't see more than 4 wins. So I want to know, are you taking the over? Barely. You know, and tell me the 4 wins that you see potentially.
I can't even, like, once I started looking at their in-conference schedule, I was just kind of like, I just don't know where the wins are coming, because again, I know that we're ragging on the Pac-12 because of their demise, but the Pac-12, very good. Okay, they play Nebraska. Maybe no. I only got 2 right now that just stand out big time for me, and that's UCLA and California.
Like, so you were taking the under. Okay, Dawn.
I'm definitely taking under, but I'm technically giving him at least maybe 1 or 2 extra wins. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe it'll be like an any given Saturday type situation, like, you know.
Those 2 extra wins, but right now we have not seen any. So Colorado's been eliminated from bowl contention. I don't think it comes as a surprise to either of you based on what you guys thought based on the season before it started. So, you know, I just want to, again, shout out to Dawn and Reeta, because they know what they're talking about. They're tuned into college football. They know what they're talking about. And so I need all of y'all to stop coming in dimensions, because y'all don't know what you're talking about, okay?
Correct. And we're OGs.
I mean, you can come for us, but you're going to be wrong, and that's cool. Right. You know, you could tell early on that the offensive line was something that needed to be worked with, that the defensive line was something that needed to be worked with. TCU, I had already said that I was writing them off because they had lost some talent. I felt like that they weren't going to be able to compete, and so far I'm right. Now, I did say that they was going to lose to Nebraska. I was wrong about that. And there's obviously a couple of other games that they got into, but ultimately when they lost to Stanford after having such a big lead, and Stanford is not a good team, a guy that I had never even heard of that had 3 catches or something like that prior to that game, and then exceeded his catches and yards and touchdowns in that game, I knew it was over for them. And this is not us celebrating it. You know, we want to see people excel, but the problem that I have is that y'all are just ready to paint this picture that it requires work. And I think that Prime, it has it in them to put in the work, but it doesn't work the way that y'all think. Y'all think that everybody's just going to jump on Colorado's bandwagon because Coach Prime is there. No, see, baby, NIL has changed the game, and, you know, all of these things. And Colorado is broke. That's what we know. They barely had the money to pay Prime. So why do you think that they had the money to pay these kids to come there in the middle of nowhere, and you barely can breathe, and it's always cold to play football? Coach Prime can't be the only sell here. You know what I'm saying? So that's all we know.
Well, Dawn, and just I want to give you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, finish your point, but also let us know. I want to give you the last word. Let us know what this means for Colorado in terms of next year.
What this means for Colorado is there's room to grow. They have set the foundation. They overcome a 1-11 season and they've surpassed that. So it wasn't that we wanted them to fail. It wasn't that we didn't want to see them be bowl eligible. It's just that honestly, you're coming into this conference and it was probably going to be damn near impossible. So the fact that he was able to do what he's doing, okay, kudos to him. This is me publicly giving him my hand clap. But I need him to stop talking the way that he's talking in these press conferences and saying the things that he's saying.
Come on.
And please build your team. Build your players up.
Which part?
Because the part where, you know, the girlfriends, you know, they're not committing to in relationships and stuff. So get out these kids' relationships and please just be a coach and a leader for them. Can I get Prime to do that?
And stop blaming these kids. Stop talking about we need to go get new linemen. Well, you're the recruiter. Yeah, that's on you, not these kids that's playing. You knew that they weren't good. You're the one that used the transfer portal more than anybody else. So you're the one responsible for the construct of your football team. It's you and your coach's job. And if you didn't know that they was that good, then that's on you. You need to take the accountability for that. But what you don't need to do is talk about these kids to the press.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.